Hello there. It's Saturday afternoon. About just after, well, I don't know what time it is. About 1:30, I think. I've come up to a local forest and I'm going to try something different. It's a busy bank holiday weekend and I'm really not in the mood for people or crowds. So I've come to a forest I've not been to for a bit and I'm going to cycle right to the other end of it and have a nice peaceful camp. I think the only company I'm going to have on this one is midges, and lots of them, because I'm going by the water. But I'm really looking forward to it. I've got my rucksack on my back, which isn't ideal, but I'm just going to take my time. I didn't fancy a long sweaty walk, so I thought I'd give the bike a run out. So we'll see how we get on. See you in a bit. I must say, it's a nice pleasant way of coming down this big long hill, although it's a bit bumpy. I mean, I've only got a cross bike. It's a cross between a road bike and a trail bike, I suppose. It hasn't even got off-road tyres. It's just got, well, it's got wide road tyres, shall we say. Talk about a bumpy ride, but it's all good fun. I'm looking forward to it. Just having a breather coming up one big hill. Well, it's not a big hill, which is when you've got 13.5 kilo on your back. Oh yeah, I'm well worn out. If I get to like this, I can see me buying a couple of panniers or something. It's quite pleasant, this. The only thing is, I should have thought, I've got dedicated cycling shorts and trousers at home and they've got padding. I'm going to have some right chafing and red marks here. It's actually the first time I've been on the bike in about 14 or 15 months because we were moving and what have you. I've just not been on the bike, so I'm doing well actually. I'm just taking my time so the rubbing's not too bad. I fancy a couple of trips up the coast. Be nice. Talk about sweat, I'm absolutely dripping. That's pushing the bike up through the woods. I'll get quite near to where I'm going to camp and then I'll lock it up and stash it. Oh, definitely doesn't help with this big rub bag on the back. Well, that's the bike safely locked up. 2 locks. Oh, made it. Oh. Lovely, isn't it? Bank holiday weekend and I'll have this place to myself. I won't have to see a soul. Fantastic. And if Mac in the Wild was here now, I reckon he'd be in that. It's nice and deep. Right, let's go and get a spot up here. I'm using the water filter today, just in case of filling it up. The water's black in the lough, but when it comes out the filter, look, it's quite clean. See? I'll have to put the phone down because I need to squeeze it, hence the name, soya squeeze. So it's actually brown even when it's come out the filter now, but it'll be alright when it's boiled. First things first, let's get a brew on. I don't seem to have the little thin bit of metal that goes down there. I must have left it on the last camp. I'll have to see if I can get one. Failing that, it'll be a piece of fuse wire, if you can get such a thing now. Just the noise of birds, it's completely still, the water. There's no midges out yet, but I think they will. It's a beautiful spot, isn't it? I can chill out here and just be on my own and have peace and quiet. I'm just lying back here enjoying the weather on my mat, but to my tarp I've put a ridge line up from that tree to that tree, and then I've got 2 guy lines on the far side at my foot end, and this end I've got 2 walking poles at different heights, so if it rains the rain will shed off. Well, it is going to rain. There's 2 guy lines on this one and they go down to just a normal taut line hitch, so you can tighten it up. And that walking pole there Goes down to a taut line hedge there. So you can see that pitch. It's so versatile. You can just stick a tarp anywhere, can't you? Obviously it lifts up and down with the wind, but it is incredibly tight and it's not flapping. So I'm looking forward to this one. I'll get my bivvy set up in a bit. The bivvy will lie lengthwise under there. Well, I'm just lying back, enjoying the views on my mat. Just lying back here. I've just had one of these Fell Store jewelled shawarmas. It's toasted almonds and cranberries and what have you. It's a lovely meal, suitable for vegans, but I'm not a vegetarian, but not to say I don't enjoy their food. Smashing. It's a lovely taste. Quite lightweight as well, 500 calories. But I'm just lying back, chilling. Got everything set up, and you might know, time for a brew. There's all my tea stuff. I've got a pack of noodles for later over there. And that black bag is just a dog poo bag. I use that for my rubbish. They're quite handy. Because obviously when you've got dogs, you've always got a poo bag in your pocket. So they're handy for the rubbish. I really could do with this today, just chilling out. There's no proper phone reception, so I'm just lying here, chilling, getting my thoughts together. So I've been a bit down this week. Various reasons, so I'm just chilling. It's beautiful, isn't it? I forecast a fair bit of rain in the night. I'm going to turn it round and show you my pitch. That tarp is so versatile. It's only 1.5 wide. I mean, look, it covers perfect. On the bivvy there, that blue bag, that's the Cedar Summit Nano mosquito net single. I can fix that on the ridge line. If the midges become a problem later, I'll attach that to the ridge line and put it down over the bivvy. The bivvy's actually got a fly screen anyway because it's the hooped one. But I'm just doubly making sure. There's been a fair breeze so far this afternoon, so the midges haven't come out. When the breeze dropped, I did have a few, but nothing serious. Look at this, look, just lying here, look at this. Oh God, I just love it. Hey, that's my view, look, for my eyes. Oh, I just love it. Getting my thoughts together and just chilling. I'm not out there till next weekend and I'm on a coastal camp. Looking forward to that one. I'll have some company on that one. But today's camp is a chill out time for me to get my thoughts together and just relax. And that pitch, I mean, Tarp and Bivy. I mean, I'm on a good slope here down to the water. There's nowhere for a tent unless you're going to pitch it at 35 degrees. The bivvy there is just in a little hollow. Couldn't get a tent. Look at that. I'm going to have a brew in my hand in a minute as well. There's life in the pond, but it's just insects. So like I say, there's life in the loch. The amount of flies landing on the surface, and you do see the odd ripple, but whether it's fish or not, I don't know. It must support life because there's plenty of frogs and there's loads of tadpoles. Unless the small trout in there have got plenty to eat without rising. I suppose, unless I bring a fishing rod up, I'm never going to know. Perhaps that's the thing to do. Bring one of my travel rods up, see what we can find. Put a couple of nymphs on and just cast it about. Well, I've just come up to a little hill not far from where my pitch is. It's the only place where I can get a very slight signal on my phone so I can send a couple of messages. And we're just going to have a panorama and spin it round. Because it really is a nice place. Can you see that loch over there? That's a very popular loch. People should know what that one is. I'll zoom in for you and you can have a look. There it is, look, on the top of a barren hill. It's very boggy over there. I can't believe on a bank holiday weekend I haven't seen a soul and I've got the whole place to myself. It's a really chilled out, relaxing camp. I am really enjoying it. And up that way there, you've got your Cheviot Hills. Can you just see them in the mist? I'm just lying in the bivvy chilling. That's bioethanol fuel, meant to burn clean, but makes a right messier windshield in your pot. But I'm not complaining, it burns so warm, it's really fast. I'm just lying in the bivvy at the minute because I'm listening to the very slight pitter-patter of the rain. The rain's just started. So I'm in under the tarp. Look at that for a view. Look at it. Oh, dear me. I mean, you just don't have this openness. And if you look up there, look, I've got all the sky to look at. It's fabulous, isn't it? I think that's why I like a Tarp and Bivy. It's just so... There's just something about it. I love it. It's a bit dodgy this bit, that piece of wire to hold it together. I'll have to see if I can get that. God only knows where that's dropped out. You can see the rain now on the lake, on the lough. Lovely, isn't it? I just love it. Good morning. It's just coming up to 6 o'clock. I was woke up about 4 o'clock with rain like you've never heard. It was absolutely terrible. The stuff's all saturated here, but everything's in a dry bag in the rucksack. I'll turn it round and show you. You can see the rain, look. Everything's soaked. Oh, look at the mist. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. I'm lovely and dry, I'm snug. The top of the bivvy's damp, really damp because the rain's come in. Absolutely bone dry inside. Absolutely dry. I'm so impressed with this army bivvy. This is a proper damp night. It's going to be a nice misty ride out, isn't it? I think I'll have a leisurely breakfast. Like I say, it doesn't matter about all that being soaking wet because it's in a dry bag. Look inside the rucksack. It's no quick process using one of these cookers, but what's the rush? There isn't a rush. The mist is that thick, it's like fine rain. See. Let's have a look over at the lough. Yeah, it's blowing left to right, isn't it? Oh, I love it. I'm just lying back here, sheltered. Obviously the mist is swirling about, but I just love it. I'm warm, I'm dry. I've had a great night's sleep, absolutely fantastic. There we go, all packed up, lovely dry spot, look. I mean, it's fantastic, the ground just absorbed all the water, but I knew I wasn't going to get flooded because I've seen it in the bad wet before. What a miserable morning. Let's go and find the bike. It's a proper boggy walk out this morning. There's that much rain. You just got to walk between all the bits. Well, I found the bike, obviously, and I'm just picking my way down through this lot now. Once I get out down the bottom there, I'll be back on the main track. It's pouring with rain, but it's been a good camp. Right, we're nearly back at the car now. It's a very, very wet drive out, but I enjoyed the camp. It's been magic. It's been an experience as well using the bike. Obviously when I do some coastal camps on the bike, it'll be flat. You won't be on this gravelly roads because my bike's not cut out for this. I'll have to check my tyres over, obviously, make sure they're not all cut and damaged. But if you've liked it, please subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.